Our next race today is the Group 3 Longines Sagaro Stakes over 2 miles. It's a trial for the Gold Cup. Run at the Royal Meeting, of course, the centrepiece of the Royal Meeting in mid-June. And here is number 6, El Habib, in the purple with the light blue chevron and checks on the sleeves. Andrea and Zany in the saddle aboard number 6, El Habib, followed by True Shan, yellow with blue cross belts, chevron hoops on the sleeves. Holly Doyle, his regular partner. 3-time winner of the Long Distance Cup here at Ascot on Champions Day. Hero of the Northumberland Plate last season under a huge weight. Followed down by Wise Eagle in the red with the yellow seams. A winner of 10 races since 2021 and way up in the ratings. A constant improver, Wise Eagle. Followed by Nate the Great in blue with orange sleeves. In the orange jacket is Rodzinski, conqueror of True Shan in the Further Flight Stakes. First time out this season at Nottingham. Rodzinski and Harry Davis in the orange jacket. True Shan, the even money favourite. Coltrane at 5-2. El Habib 5-1, Rodzinski 14s, Wise Eagle 16-1, and Nate the Great at 50-1. And here is Coltrane, horse that really improved last season, winner at the Royal Meeting in the Ascot Stakes. Later went on to win the Doncaster Cup, beating True Shan, and then second, narrowly beaten by True Shan in the Long Distance Cup back here last October. Coltrane in the green and white hoops, dark blue sleeves, colours worn by Oisin Murphy. An intriguing renewal of the Longines Sagaro Stakes. Group 3, they're on their way. Yes, a fascinating race coming up here at Ascot. True Shan and Coltrane, the rematch. Well, they've met a couple of times in their last few starts. Coltrane getting the better of True Shan in the Doncaster Cup, and then True Shan beating Coltrane here in the Long Distance Cup. Very little between them on those performances. The difference is, I suppose, True Shan has had a run this season, though it was a slightly disappointing run that he wasn't able to win the Further Flight at Nottingham, a race he's won before. He was beaten by Rodzinski there, and really he's a better horse than Rodzinski on his best form. But Alan King just said post that race at Nottingham whether the horse had enough hard races. Of course, he carried top weight, a mighty performance to win the Northumberland Plate in the middle of last season. But he is 3 out of 3 here at Ascot, and ground conditions should be just ideal. The times suggesting that the ground has got plenty of moisture in it. Good to soft on this round course, and the time suggests it's definitely moving towards good to soft. That side of good anyway. Though it's probably drying out. It's a sunny day and a little bit of a breeze as well. Rodzinski in the orange jacket, really hitherto a very good handicapper, staying handicapper. But who knows, maybe he won that Further Flight at Stakes at Nottingham because he's improved a bit. Some stayers do get better as they get older. Wise Eagle in the red jacket, down from the north, Adam Nichols' yard. What a star he's been for the stable. 10 wins in the last couple of years. Gone up about £40 in the ratings. Runners going into the stalls. True Shan going in to join El Habib. Coltrane going forward under Oisin Murphy. Here's Nate the Great and William Buick, followed by Wise Eagle and Rodzinski, and young Harry Davis making up the line. That's it. And they're off. Wise Eagle restrained, leaving the stalls always held up. Nate the Great in a noseband going forward with El Habib in the early stages of this Longines Sagaro Stakes. Close up now and moving forward is Rodzinski, who led the way at Nottingham last time out. Rodzinski from El Habib. Then Nate the Great. True Shan and Coltrane, the old rivals, are 4th and 5th, and Wise Eagle at the back of the field. So Rodzinski and Harry Davis in the orange jacket leading to Nate the Great in the noseband. El Habib on the inside under Andrea Adzani, followed by Trushan and Holly Doyle defending an unbeaten record at Ascot. Then Coltrane, Royal Ascot winner last season, won the Ascot Stakes on the outside there of Wise Eagle, who's won 10 times in the last couple of years and has gone up about £40 in the handicappers' ratings. A remarkable horse. Running right-handed now, inside the final mile and a half. And Rodzinski leading them on the descent towards Swinley Bottom. By a length to Nate the Great in second. El Habib is third. Then Trushan. Wise Eagle round the inside of Coltrane. Not a fast pace by the look of things as they continue the run downhill towards the final mile and a quarter. And Rodzinski from Nate the Great, the outside of the field, close up, breathing down the leader's neck, followed by El Habib, Trushan and Holly Doyle in behind these, followed by Coltrane just behind Trushan. Coltrane's rider Oisin Murphy stalking Trushan, and then Wise Eagle. Soon they'll be running right-handed into the lowest point on the racecourse and running towards the final mile and therefore the halfway stage. And Rodzinski still leading from Nate the Great. It's 2 by 2 by 2. Rodzinski, Nate the Great. Then El Habib on the inside of Trushan and Wise Eagle on the inside of Coltrane. About to run uphill passing the 7 furlong marker, and then it's a stiff finish all the way home here. Rodzinski leading the Cigaro field by a half length to Nate the Great in second. El Habib on the inside. Trushan, little keen, but he often is. Then on the inside, Wise Eagle and Coltrane. So now they're heading up the hill on their way back towards the home turn, and Rodzinski still leads the way as they race past the 6 and head on towards the 5, and Trushan just taking off a little. The pace did look very pedestrian, and maybe Holly Doyle has had enough of it and is pressing on now on Trushan from Nate the Great in second, then Rodzinski, Coltrane behind these. Trushan probably eager to get on with things and leads the way heading now towards the final half mile. Trushan from Nate the Great on the inside. Rodzinski. Coltrane is just in behind them, goes well, followed by Wise Eagle, also travels well, and El Habib on the inside. Trushan by only a half length as they run towards the corner. It's Trushan inside the 3 from Nate the Great. Coltrane is peeling wider out is Wise Eagle in that red jacket. Then Rodzinski, and can Trushan hold off the challengers here? Coltrane coming through now down the outside. Trushan is headed by Coltrane. Coltrane goes on a half length to Trushan. Here's Wise Eagle running a massive race now, going in pursuit of Coltrane. They race inside the final furlong. It's Trushan back in third, only third, and Coltrane has opened right up, 4-5 lengths clear, and Coltrane, such an improved stayer last season, is getting better all the time and wins the Cigaro. A big run from Wise Eagle, disputing second with the strong finishing El Habib. Then Trushan below form, back in fourth from Nate the Great and Rodzinski.
On the river, pulls out a little bit more, and on the river goes on to win the Vaccine in second, Raven Class for third. towards the far running rails, and next is Give It Some Teddy, who's just a little bit short of racing room. Down they come inside the final furlong. It looks quite open. Spirit Catcher to the rails. Copper and 5 on the attack. Belhaven coming with a run. Wider out Pisanello and Star Shield. Belhaven now noses to the front. Here's Pisanello with a late thrust down the outside. Belhaven to win the mile final from
And 3, and Solar Joe, Richard Fahey's runner, he's been off 230 days. His last 3 runs, he's run okay, but they've only been 1.25 miles, 1.5 miles. But as you say, he's a course and distance winner. So, and both horses are making the reappearance. So, I'll be interested how they fare.
Yeah, Western Stars has the red hood on the prelims. It seems to have done its job. He's quite an exuberant horse in his races, and I think that's why he didn't quite get home when he tried the longer trip at the back end of last season at Yarmouth. He was probably just overdoing it a little bit and didn't finish off his race as a result. If you can switch off, you'd think he would stay, really, but maybe sort of 9-10 furlongs is going to prove his optimum. It might well be a well-run mile, and time will tell on that front, but he's back down to a mile for his first run of the season. I thought Vaccine had a fairly solid chance in this. Thought him and Copper and 5 were the 2 that I'd be most interested in. Vaccine, can see him getting a nice position just in behind the pace from stall 4, and this was a good run on his most recent start behind one who's gone in since.
Yeah, and more like it from him this season. He wasn't a bad 2-year-old. He won at Ayr on what was his second career start. Didn't happen for him as a 3-year-old, but they gelded him in the winter and he's come back to form. Second on his reappearance on the all weather. This is his best run on turf for some time. Second behind On the River, who's come out and won again since. He's franked the form. He's only beaten a length. Pulls well clear of the third this day. He's over 3 lengths behind. I suppose if you're looking at his last piece of form and you're looking at the Cookstown Cafu's piece of form, the Kevin Ryan horse has won a 0 to 90 and Vaccine couldn't win a 0 to 75. So I suppose on that theory he does have to up his game, but it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Yeah, it's a good run last time out. He's favourite ahead of the Cookstown Cafu, Solar Joe 7 to 2, then Copper and 5, who I do think is of some interest. What about Strongbow? Was there enough encouragement in that return?
Again, he's obviously got ground to make up. But Tim's been having winners, but they generally improve for a run, don't they? That was his first start for 180 odd days. He's got 6 1/4 lengths, I think, to find. He's one of those, he wins once a season, as his record suggests. He's 3 from 30. Predicting when that'll be is difficult to say. All these wins have either been June or July, so I probably like to see a few more runs for him, see a bit more before you got too excited about his chance.
Yeah, my thinking with him is that he'll hit form at some point, but it might be in a couple of months' time.
Yeah.
And by then he'll probably be quite well handicapped.
Well, these record backs that up, doesn't it? The fact when he's won his races, don't think the ground really matters. He's won on good to soft, he's won on good to firm, but I think he'll have his work cut out to turn that piece of form around we've just seen.
Yeah, he's a 13 to 2 shot as well. Moai is the outside of the lot. Wind surgery since he last ran 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, he won twice in France for Pascal Barry, but he's 0 from 6 for his current yard. He's dropped from 99 to 74, but he's shown very little since he's come to the UK.
Western Stars last to go in. Here's Stephen.
They're off, racing away over a mile for the inclusive supportive training at the NHC Handicap Stakes. Moai was a bit slowly away and is towards the rear of the field in the opening strides of this contest, with the Cookstown Cafu going to lead them early on from Copper and 5. Strongbow settling third down on the inside of the predominantly blue colours of Vaccine, who's racing 1 off the rail. 1.5 lengths away, Western Stars. Yellow colours 3 parts of the way back down the field in 6th place as they turn is Solar Joe, and 1.5 lengths to Moai at the rear of the field as they continue their journey on towards the final 5 furlongs then, and the Cookstown Cafu bidding to follow up his win at Red Car, leading by 1/2 length to Copper and 5 towards the outside. outside. Strongbow is just slipstreaming the leader in third, down on the rail, a neck in front of Vaccine. They're being tracked through then towards the outside of runners by Western Stars, Solar Joe. Those two match strides 5 and 6. 2 lengths away, Moai at the rear of the field, under pressure already. And now they have 3 furlongs left to run, and they're approaching the turn for home. And the Cookstown Cafu continues to show in front from Copper and 5. Here's Vaccine making ground around the outside, 3 deep. Behind them, Strongbow trying to get off the rail. Western Stars shaken up. Solar Joe a couple of lengths further back. Moai struggling off the corner. And it is the Cookstown Cafu under pressure from Copper and 5 in the maroon and green. Vaccine on the outside. Strongbow between horses, and they're followed through by Western Stars. The Cookstown Cafu fighting on well on the far side. Vaccine and Copper and 5 trying to get there. But the Cookstown Cafu is finding more, and the Cookstown Cafu makes all and wins again. Strongbow up for second from Vaccine and Copper and 5.
Another race dominated by those racing on the rail. The Cookstown Cafu has made all to win at 3-1 under Rowan Scott for Kevin Ryan, and see off in the end Strongbow, who's run well in second. He followed the winner.
Runners head to the 1.5 mile start for the Antler Races at Form Study Handicap, the 3:35 this afternoon. And the first out's Eagles Realm in the dark blue and pink quarters, check sleeves and dark blue cap of owner Graham McPherson, Fergal O'Brien the trainer, and Luke Morris is looking for a double on the afternoon. Eagles Realm, dual hurdle winner, looking for a first flat success today. Next out is Lawman's Bliss in the black and red to checks, black sleeves, red armlets, owned by J.R. Dwyer, trained by Alex French, and Harry Burns claims the £3 aboard Lawman's Bliss in the black and red. This one's for Fred, bids to give Ross Ryan and David Evans a quick double on the card. Wears the colours of Butch Coombs, the red jacket with the beige diamonds on the sleeves, the black cap. This one's for Fred. Now back with David Evans. Has been with Alan King most recently, but now returning to his former yard. Here's Glory and Honour in the black and orange silks of the Horse Watchers. Jason Watson aboard the top weights for David O'Mara. Staying on third over 2 miles here last time, drops back to the 1.5 mile trip today, and the cheek piece is reapplied. Trainer Milton Harris has a couple of runners in the lineup. Edinburgh Rock wears the cheek pieces for the first time today. John Egan aboard Edinburgh Rock. Last seen over hurdles at Huntingdon, back on the flat today. Green and red chevron jacket with white sleeves and a white cap for the Box 8 partnership. And Cirrus is the mare in the lineup in the orange and dark blue epaulets, halved sleeves, and orange cap with the blue diamonds. Cirrus owned by Avon Racing Limited. And Conor Planis claims the £5 aboard the bottom weights. She too was last seen in action over hurdles at Wincanton and returns to the level today. Those then are 6 runners. They're making their way to the 1.5 mile start over on the far side of the course. Ladies betting's on screen. Glory and Honour, 15-8 favourite, rock solid in the betting, 3-1. This one's for Fred, easing out a fraction from 11-4, 7-2 Lawman's Bliss, and also 7-2 is Eagles Realm. 18 to 1 the price for Edinburgh Rock, and the outside of the field at 50 to 1 is Cirrus. 6 runners face the starter. It is the At the Races app form study handicap. Post time for this one is 3:35, so runners nearing the start. Still some 4 minutes to the off. Edinburgh Rock has won the Best Turned Out award for this fourth race on the card, a 1.5 mile handicap. Edinburgh Rock, one of two here for Milton Harris, also has Cirrus in the lineup. Edinburgh Rock, second at Chepstow last season on the turf, has been running over obstacles recently, 93 days since we last saw him in action at Huntingdon. He's got the cheek pieces on for the first time today, John Egan, in the green, red and white. Stablemate is Cirrus. She's a long-standing maiden, 23 runs without a win, but in the previous race, Man Made of Smoke had gone 20 without a success, so maybe it's a day for long-standing maidens to lose that tag today. Cirrus in the orange and blue epaulets, half sleeves, and she too was last seen over hurdles 63 days ago at Wincanton. Heading the market here, Glory and Honour for the horse watchers. David O'Mara, the trainer, Jason Watson, the rider, was staying on third over 2 miles last time, drops back half a mile here to 1.5 miles. Has got the cheek pieces reapplied. That is Glory and Honour number 1. This one's for Fred, has been most recently with Alan King, now back with former trainer David Evans, who, along with Ross O'Ryan, looking for a double. Previous course winner. This one's for Fred, yet another to have last seen in action over jumps at Plumpton. The last one on the flat was at Southall. Decent second at Kempton on his final flat start last season. Red with beige diamonds on the sleeves, black cap. This one's for Fred, and Lawman's Bliss is in the black and red red armlets on black sleeves of owner J.R. Dwyer. Harry Burns claims 3, third here last time out a couple of weeks ago. Lawman's Bliss. Eagle's Realm represents Fergal O'Brien. Of course, more used to runners over jumps, and Eagle's Realm's a dual winner over hurdles at Stratford. Still to open his accounts on the level. 15 tries without success, but a decent strike rate over hurdles. Runners are at the start. Little change in the market. Glory and Honour still heads the betting at 15 to 8, with this one's for Fred at 3 to 1. It's 100 to 30 Lawman's Bliss and 7 to 2 Eagle's Realm. Then 18 to 1 for Edinburgh Rocks and 50 to 1 for Cirrus. 15 to 8 the field. Post time now, just a minute or so away. Runners are moving in. Edinburgh Rock is in. Lawman's Bliss goes forward. Glory and Honour now, the third one in. 3 of them in, 3 to go. Eagle's Realm is next. The mare Cirrus waiting to go forward. And also still to go in, this one's for Fred. So this one's for Fred, will complete the lineup. Previous course winner. This one's for Fred, moves in. Runners ready at the 1.5 mile start. They're off, and the trip 1.5 miles for the At the Races app form study handicap. Cirrus was the last one to leave the stalls. It's about 3 or 4 lengths behind the others as they head out of the back straight first time round. This one's for Fred, has taken up the early running on the outside of Lawman's Bliss. They're 1 and 2 as they head out of the back first time round. And then follows Edinburgh Rock in third, the white sleeves and the white cap. They're a couple clear of Glory and Honour, who's in fourth. Similar gap then back to Eagles Realm and the slow starter Cirrus. She's at the back of the field under Connor Planis. And a good 8 lengths behind the pace setting. This one's for Fred. Ross Orion dictating the pace out in front, leads them into the straight first time round. Ross Orion and David Evans looking for a quick double on the card, and this one's for Fred. Makes the running. Leads just over a length clear of, in second spot, Edinburgh Rock and John Egan, half a length away, Lawman's Bliss towards the inside for Harry Burns. Close fourth on the outer is Glory and Honour. Jason Watson tucked away on the inside, Eagles Realm. Luke Morris, and the back marker is Cirrus under Connor Planis. They head past the stands and they've got a circuit to go in this At the Races App form study handicap, with this one's for Fred showing the way to the others. Leads from Edinburgh Rock, who's donning the cheek pieces for the first time today. Lawman's Bliss, very handy third against the rail, just tracking the leader. And then Glory and Honour, cheek piece is reapplied for him today. Jason Watson on top with half a length away, Eagles Realm. Eagles Realm looking for a first flat success, but a good strike rate over hurdles. A dual Stratford winner over the obstacles, and the back marker by 2. And patiently ridden is Cirrus, looking for her first win today. They're heading down the far side of the track and they're racing towards the last 5 furlongs. There's precious little between the front two. Edinburgh Rock moving up to dispute it with this one's for Fred, and there's nothing between the pair as they approach the last half mile. Their advantage still 2 lengths over Lawman's Bliss, with Glory and Honour next in the field. Eagles Realm on the inside, and then a 2-length break to Cirrus, leaving the back straight behind them, bearing left-handed. And it is on the inside, this one's for Fred. Shading it from Edinburgh Rock, who's come under a drive in second place. Lawman's Bliss travels strongly in third, just in the slipstream of the leader. And close up going well enough too is Glory and Honour. They're a couple clear of a niggled along Eagles Realm, and Cirrus has come off the bridle at the back of the field. But turning for home, this one's for Fred, has made most so far. Still accompanied by Edinburgh Rock, who's driven, and then follows Lawman's Bliss. And coming there towards the left and moving up strongly is Glory and Honour. They're followed by Cirrus and Eagles Realm as they approach now the final furlong. Sticking to the task, this one's for Fred, with coming there on the inside Lawman's Bliss, but here down the centre of the course is Glory and Honour. Glory and Honour has taken over now inside the final furlong, but sticking on well on the far side is Lawman's Bliss, and there won't be much between the pair. Glory and Honour from Lawman's Bliss, that looks to be the 1-2. They were ahead of the weakling. This one's for Fred, and keeping on Eagles Realm.